Finally, after launching stateside last year, the Motorola Moto X has made it to the UK. But at £380, it costs a big chunk of change more than the Moto G. So, what does that extra cash get you? Well, sadly, not enough. The Moto X looks almost identical to the Moto G. At 4.7 inches, it's just a tad bigger than the 4.5-inch G. It's comfortably light at 130 grams, and it feels great in the hand, while also coming off as pretty rugged. We're not talking Chuck Norris, but it's solid enough to take a few knocks. You get the bare bones of physical buttons, and your nano SIM card slot is a pin-operated drawer on the left edge. Annoyingly, you can't customize the look of your Moto X like our American cousins, which means that extra cash over the Moto G gets you zero return. The Moto X's 4.7-inch AMOLED screen is near edge-to-edge with an impressively thin Gorilla Glass panel. We loved the wide viewing angles, the rich colours and the properly black blacks. But the 720p resolution is beaten by rivals such as the Nexus 5 and can only match the humble Moto G, which actually wins out on pixels per inch. You still get a sharp and vibrant picture, but again, that extra cash is gone to waste. Android 4.4 KitKat comes pre-installed, and it's a joy to use in its vanilla form, with Motorola Migrate on hand to ease you through the setup process. Dive beneath that streamlined interface and you'll find some other excellent features too, which you don't get on the cheaper Moto G. That includes the helpful Motorola Assist, which keeps you undisturbed during meetings and sleepy snoozy time. But our favourite feature is the surprisingly accurate voice recognition, which even understood my muffled northern mutterings. A massive win compared to Siri, which searched for blueberries when we actually asked for boobies. Or maybe that was the other way around. The Moto X also packs full 4G and NFC support, but just 11 GB of storage space. A bit stingy, we reckon. Fair enough, you get an extra 50 GB of free Google Drive storage, but that's only useful if you've got a dedicated Wi-Fi connection at all times, or an unlimited 4G package. And we're betting most people don't. A 1.7 GHz dual-core Snapdragon S4 Pro runs the show, and it's a surprising choice, looking a little creaky besides the competition. The Moto X still glides through Android's menus and can run fast-paced games with only the occasional stammer, but the fact that we saw some stutters is a serious eyebrow raiser. It certainly isn't the step up from the Moto G that we all expected. The 22 mAh battery thankfully restores some pride, giving you easily enough power to make it through the day, even with regular web browsing and message swapping. If you up your game and start streaming video, you'll still enjoy about 8 hours of life, and that beats the Moto G's 6 hours hands down. Motorola has come up with a unique wrist twist method for working the Moto X straight into the camera app, even when the phone is hibernating. You might look a little bit mental doing it, but at least it actually works. The 10 megapixel snapper has a clean, simple interface, and you just tap to shoot. Occasionally you'll get a blurry shot, but you can always bring up the photos reticule if you're struggling, even if it's a little bit fiddly. Daylight photos come out packed with detail, but low light shots are grainy and murky. Good thing you get a powerful flash to compensate. Sadly, there once again isn't much upgrade for the extra cost. The Moto X specs list might not be as strong as some of the rivals, but it's fun little fun, packing some very useful features. It's just a shame it costs so much, especially considering what great value the Moto G offers. We'd say stick with the cheaper offering or upgrade to a Nexus 5, Sony Xperia Z1 Compact, or an HTC One if you really demand something beefy.